Hello everyone, this is Ananya Baruah, Department of History, Majuli College, Kamalabari. Today I am going to talk about Nidhanpur copperplate inscription, a source of ancient Assam history. The talk will mainly focus to the undergraduate level students who will have an overview of what inscription is, rediscovery of Nidhanpur copperplate inscription, contents, and how an inscription is used as a primary source of history. An inscription generally refers to something inscribed, written, or engraved in wall or metal or any durable substances. We find many types of inscriptions like rock inscription, stone inscription, pillar inscription, clay shells, and inscriptions on metal like copper, bronze, etc. And also the numismatic inscriptions, that is the coins. There are more than 38 inscriptions belonging to the period of 5th to the 13th century in the early Assam history. Out of them, the Umashal rock inscription is the earliest inscription engraved in rock, and about the copperplate inscription we can find the Dubi copperplate inscription of Kumar Bhaskar Burman. Copperplates generally are issued by the royal authorities for purpose of land grants and honorific titles, mainly to the Brahmins. The abundance of copperplates in Assam mainly refers to the fact that, in comparison to the rock inscriptions, the copperplate inscriptions are very durable. It is easy to keep the copperplates in home, and also it is very much movable in comparison to the rock inscriptions. Now, coming to the Nidhanpur copperplate inscription, it is a very valuable inscription to rediscover and reconstruct the history of early Assam. The Nidhanpur copperplate inscription was discovered by a farmer in Nidhanpur in the district of Sylhet in present Bangladesh in December 1912. The inscription was later on translated by Padmanath Bhattacharya Vidya Vinod of Kamrup Anusandhan Samiti, and he had deciphered the inscription and published it in the book Kamrup Hakonawali along with the other inscriptions, and it was finally clear that the inscription was issued by Kumar Bhaskar Burman in the 7th century AD. It was further clarified that the inscription was actually a renewal of the land grant offered by Bhuti Burman, the great-grandfather of Kumar Bhaskar Burman, in the 5th century AD. The inscription comprises of 7 copper plates which have 140 lines inscribed in it. This is a picture of the Nidhanpur copperplate inscription, and here we can find the letters which may be difficult to read, and there you can find a black portion which indicates the hole that is used to ensemble the inscriptions if there are more than one copper plate in a single inscription. Now, coming to the content of the inscription, the Nidhanpur copperplate inscription begins with an auspicious symbol Om. Further, it offers prayer to Lord Shiva. The existence of the word Dhamma also implies the prevalence of Buddhism in that contemporary Assam. The ring that is used to ensemble the 7 copper plates in one is inscribed with a symbol of an elephant, which is a royal insignia of the Kamrupa kings. The inscription clearly refers that it is a continuation of the land grant by King Bhuti Burman, which was destroyed by fire. The importance of the inscription lies in the fact that A genealogical list of the kings of Assam was made by connecting themselves to the mythological king Naraka. Further, there is a historical background and a chronological list of the 11 kings of the Varmana dynasty prior to Vaskar Varmana, along with their importance in the early Assam history. It also praises the greatness of Kumar Bhaskar Varmana till that period. This is one of the primary sources to know about the rulers of Assam prior to Bhaskar Varman. The place of Isu has been inscribed here as the victory camp of Karnasuvarna, now in Bangladesh. It has also addressed the various officials under the king who are in charge of the inscription, from the writer of the grant to the coppersmith, to carry forward the order of the inscription. Here we can find the various castes prevailed at that period. The name of the composer Vasu Verma and the coppersmith who had inscribed the copper plate Kalia had also been written within the inscription. It was clearly mentioned in the inscription about the donors and the beneficiaries of the land grant that they will enjoy the grant till the existence of the sun and the stars. The grant was originally meant for about 208 Brahmanas, and along with their Gotras, Vedaskas and Pravaras. The purpose of the grant was religious, and it was a land grant meant for the Brahmins. It was referred in the inscription about the boundary of the donated land as the land as Mayura Salama Grahara, bounded by river Kaushika in the east, a fig tree in the southeast, river Ganganika in the southwest, Pond Kasaka in the northeast, and in a conclusion, it has been written in the end with a note to the successor rulers and the other officials to follow the inscription and not to try to curb the power of the grants, or it may lead to punishment for a never-ending period of more than 60,000 years. As we have seen in the content of the inscription, we can find that the inscription starts with an auspicious symbol and ends with a command to the successors. Therefore, we can say there is a set pattern of the inscription which have a gradual flow. Now, from the inscription, we can find the name of the chronological name of the kings ruling in the Kamrupa kingdom. Therefore, we can also know about the political condition of the period. The inscription starts with a auspicious symbol Om. It has the prayer for Shiva. It has the word Dhamma. This reflects the religious beliefs prevalent at that period. From the inscription, we can also observe the development of Assamese language, how the mythological characters have been used and how it has been historicized. These things also we can come to know about. The social situation is also depicted in the inscription, as we can find the earliest reference of the Varnashrama Dharma in the said inscription. We can also find the local organizations of the Brahmanas and their various Gotras, the professional classes, and how the officials and the common people have been depicted in the inscription. The place of discovery of the inscription also indicates a right direction in the determination of the historical location and the boundary of the Kamrupa kingdom at that period. The Nidhanpur copper grant reveals that the king of Kamarupa adopted a systematic policy of settling the Brahmanas in the kingdom by gifts of land in the shape of agraharas to further their religious pursuits and further strengthen their boundary. So, from the above discussion, we can come to a conclusion about the various kinds of inscriptions and how the Nidhanpur copperplate inscription is regarded as a source of ancient Assam history, and how we can characterize the inscription as a commemorative one, for it has been written from the victory ground of Karnasuvarna, eulogistic, for it has the chronological list of the kings of the Kamarupa kingdom along with their achievements, and finally a donative inscription, as it was originally a donation to the Brahmanas in the form of land grants. Now, the contents of the Nidhanpur copperplate inscriptions can also be corroborated with the contemporary sources like the literary sources and archaeological sources and the numismatic sources. The Harsa Sarita, the writings of Huansang, the Kalika Purana, the various numismatic sources also corroborates with the writings of Nidhanpur copperplate inscription. Hence, it becomes a source of ancient Assam history. This is a map which depicts the boundary of Kamarupa, and here we can find the Nidhanpur where the inscription was originally discovered. These are some of the references for further reading about Nidhanpur copperplate inscription. Thank you for your hearing.